day one of the Cannes Film Festival, and now we have to confront this somewhat unglamorous reality that to get into the Palais, we have to be tested every 48 hours. This is what it's all about now, testing. Okay, I've got to spit into this. Gross. Anyway, the opening night film was Annette by Leos Carax.
So may we start. There she is. Annette.
This is my baby.
Excuse me a minute.
Annette is the very bizarre, almost entirely sung through musical tragedy composed by the band Sparks, which is presented in what I think of as the deadpan provocation style that I associate with Lars von Trier's Dancer in the Dark. But it's much, much better than Dancer in the Dark. Adam Driver plays Henry, a controversial and aggressive LA comedian slash ranter who likes shocking and upsetting his audiences, but whose career is on the wane. He is deeply in love with Anne, an exquisitely beautiful and charismatic opera singer played by Marion Cotillard, and after each of her performances, he shows up on his motorbike and whisks her off to the house they share up in the hills and have explicit sex and conceive a child. And this is the eponymous Annette. But it soon becomes clear that there is something very disturbing about Annette's appearance, and indeed her musical destiny. It's a movie that demands that you take it absolutely seriously, but at the same time demands that you understand the hint of postmodern tongue-in-cheekery that lies just under the surface. There are a number of movies which Annette arguably resembles. It looks a bit like Dead of Night, or a bit like Red Shoes, or a bit like Eyes Without a Face. But the thing that it resembles most, I think, is Andrew Lloyd Webber's Phantom of the Opera. Now, that's not intended as a diss, but I wonder how many of this film's admirers are going to recognise and acknowledge that obvious resemblance. It's extravagant and erotic and sumptuous and mad and a great beginning to the festival. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Subscribe.